Morning students. Today we will discuss about the abnormal molecular masses and the Vanta factor. Okay. We have studied all the colligative properties, the four colligative properties: relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression of the freezing point, and the osmotic pressure. Now we consider a solution which contains a non-volatile solute. Okay. For example, we take the solution of the potassium chloride, and suppose 1 mole of the potassium chloride is mixed. Okay. But the potassium chloride has a tendency to dissociate. Okay. So from the solution, we expect that the particles in the solution will be 1 mole, but after dissociation, there will be 1 mole of the potassium ions and the 1 mole of the chloride ions. So we very well know that the colligative property depends only upon the number of particles, not upon the nature or their size. So we expect from the 1 mole of the potassium chloride solution the number of particles 1 mole, but here we get the 1 mole of potassium ions and 1 mole of chloride ions. So in total there will be the 2 moles of the chloride, 2 moles of the total number of particles. So the whatever the colligative property we expect from it, we will find the double of the colligative property. Why? Because the particles present in the solution are doubled. Okay. This is the case of the dissociation. And sometimes the association of the molecules also takes place. For example, then when we take the solution of the acetic acid in benzene, due to the hydrogen bonding, it is found in the dimer form. Okay. In dimer form means if we suppose that all the molecules which we dissolve in the solution are associated, then the colligative property will be halved, because if 1 mole of the acetic acid molecules are dissolved, then after association we will get the half mole of the particles. Okay. Now the difference is that it is in the dimer form, but we very well know that the colligative property does not depend upon the size and the nature. It depends only upon the number of particles. So number of particles are half, then the colligative property is also half. Okay. But it is not always equal to whatever we expect from the solution. Okay. And this can be understood by a factor which is given by the scientist Van 't Hoff. Okay. This Van 't Hoff factor can be observed, can be found by the ratio of the observed colligative property, divided by the calculated observed property. Okay. And in terms of the molecular mass, it also can be observed, and in terms of the molecular mass, it is just reverse. Okay, means theoretical molecular mass divided by the calculated molecular mass. Okay. Now we take the cases of the dissociation and the association and the relation in between the Van't factor and the degree of the dissociation or the association. Okay. Now, first we take the case of the dissociation. Yes, we very well know that the Van't factor is equal to the ratio of the observed colligative property and the calculated colligative property, or you can say the number of particles observed divided by the number of particles expected. Okay. So, first of all, we will take the case of dissociation, in which we will calculate the number of particles which may be present in the solution. Okay. And this is directly related with the degree of dissociation. Okay. Now, suppose 1 mole of solute is dissolved. Okay. And if the degree of dissociation is alpha, then the alpha part of this 1 mole will be dissociate. Okay. So the molecules, so the particles found in the solution will be 1 minus alpha. And now, what happens with the alpha part which is dissociated? Suppose now here we suppose that each particle dissociate into n particles. The value of n may be 2 or 3, etc. Now again I repeat, 1 mole of the solute is taken and its alpha part is dissociated. Now the dissociated part alpha is converted into nth molecules, means each molecule is dissociated into n molecules. So the particles observed will be 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. Okay. So according to the Van't factor, the number of particles observed divided by the number of particles expected. Okay. So here we can write iota equal to 1 minus alpha plus n alpha divided by 1. Okay. On transposing this iota minus 1, iota minus 1 equal to alpha into n minus 1, or alpha equal to iota minus 1 upon n minus 1. So this is the case of the dissociation. Again, the observed number of particles in the solution is 1 minus alpha plus n alpha, where alpha is the degree of dissociation and n is the number of particles in which one molecule dissociates. Okay, so this 1 minus alpha plus n alpha, number of particles observed, and we initially added only 1 mole. So this is the calculated particles, or you can say the expected particles. So by using this transposing, we get the value of the degree of dissociation is equal to iota minus 1 upon n minus 1. Okay. Now we take the another case in which the association takes place. Okay. So slight change is there. Again, we take the 1 mole of the solute dissolved. Now, suppose the alpha part of this 1 mole is get associated. So the number of particles present in this is 1 minus alpha. Now suppose, what happens with this alpha part? Suppose n particles combine with each other to give the 1 molecule. Okay. So the alpha part which is associated will form the alpha upon n particles. So the total number of particles present in the solution will be 1 minus alpha plus alpha upon n. Okay. And initially we added the number of particles, or you can say the number of mole, that is 1 mole, and this was the actually we found. Okay. So this is equal to one-top factor. Okay. Now on transposing iota minus 1 equal to, here on taking alpha common inside the bracket, 1 minus 1 upon n minus 1, or this will give us alpha equal to iota minus 1 upon n minus 1. Okay, it is very simple. So in case of association, we can correlate the degree of association with the one-top factor. This n is the number of particles which associate to give the 1 molecule. So alpha equal to iota minus 1 upon n minus 1. This is the case of association. And alpha equal to iota minus 1 upon n minus 1. This is the case where the dissociation takes place. Okay. So in this way, all the formula, when there are the chances of the degree of there are the chances of the association and dissociation, all the formula of the colligative properties are slightly changed. In those formula, we insert this iota, that is the one-top factor. Look here how the formula becomes. First of all, we write the formula of the relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure, P0 A minus PA upon P0 A equal to, here we insert the one-top factor iota XB. Okay. Next, for the elevation of the boiling point, del TB is equal to iota MKB. Okay. And for the depression of the freezing point, iota MKF. And for the osmotic pressure, pi equal to iota CRT. So, in the solutions which contain the non-volatile solute and when there are the chances of the association and dissociation, in those cases we use the modified formula for the relative lowering of vapor pressure, etc., for all the qualitative properties. Okay, thank you.